I've reviewed a lot of backpacks on this channel, but today we're switching things up because Level 8 just sent over their new Voyageur suitcase. And within the first 5 minutes of opening this thing, I noticed one feature that immediately made me wonder, why doesn't every luggage company do this? What's going on, guys? Mikey here with Mikey Daily Carry, where we talk everything everyday carry, which also includes backpacks, travel accessories, and everything in between. Today we're doing something a little different because Level 8 sent me their new Voyageur suitcase. Now, this isn't my first experience with the brand. They previously sent me one of their creator-focused suitcases, and I had a really great experience with that. So good, it's been my go-to luggage to date. But instead of giving you a long-term review, I wanted to give you an honest first impressions as I'm checking out this new Voyageur suitcase that was sent to me by Level 8. Now, today's video is going to be simply first impressions, and later on I'll be able to tell you how it actually holds up after I have traveled with it. Now, as a disclaimer, Level 8 did send this luggage over for review, but they're not reviewing this video before I post it, nor is this a paid sponsorship. I always look to give you guys my honest thoughts and impressions, and I will have a link for this down in the description below if this is something that you are interested in. Now, right away, the first thing that stands out is just how premium this thing feels. The finish has this clean, understated look that I really like. It's not the flashiest suitcase or covered in giant logos. It has more of that minimalist style to it. The shell feels solid without being overly heavy, and overall it gives off much more of a premium first impression than a lot of luggage I've seen. On the front, you just have this small Level 8 logo, which is in black and yellow. You turn it over to the side, you do have different stands here, so that way you're not scratching up your luggage. You also have the same 4 points here on the back in case you want to lay it flat on this side. Over on this side, you have a grab handle, and then you have a grab handle up top as well. You also have an opportunity to put in a code of your liking, which actually locks the zippers like so. Obviously it's set to 000 right now, but you use this feature here to lock those zippers out. And there you have that. The handlebar itself is a wide handlebar. I'm going to get to that more in a second here. But let's open this up and show you the magic inside. So when you open this up, obviously it opens full clamshell because it is a luggage. This is what we're working with here. You have one side where you have organization, and you have one up top, one here on the bottom. This does open up, and then inside of here, you open it up, and it's very typical that you just have a big deep pocket here. This is the carry-on size, so that way you don't have to check this specific style in. They do sell bundles on their site though, where you can have the check bags that go along with this bag, so that way you can keep the same styles if you want. And then over on this side, where you have this big mesh section, is actually where this suitcase shines. And this is the first thing that made me stop, even when I reviewed the first bag that they sent over to me. Because if you've packed suitcases before, you already know what I'm talking about. Normally you have those 2 big aluminum handles because the grab handles are right here, that are right in the middle. The rails are sticking up through the middle, and your clothes don't fit or sit flat. Packing cubes roll back and forth, shoes don't fit the way you want them to. But Level 8 moved all of that to the outside, hence the wider handlebars. So now the interior is almost completely flat. I haven't traveled with this specific one yet, but I have with the Creator series. I already know that packing this is going to be much easier than your typical suitcases. This seems like one of those features you don't realize you wanted until you actually see it. So that is a huge plus. I'm also impressed with the organization. On one side, you have that full mesh section. Then on this side, you do have dividers that are included on that front flap. And this here is actually a waterproof pocket. So that way, if you have any wet toiletries or wet clothes, you don't have to worry about this getting on anything else in this suitcase. Now, I do have an upcoming trip coming soon, and I'm very excited with how I'm going to load this bad boy up. I also got some vacuum sealed packing cubes that I can't wait to put in this suitcase. Another thing I wanted to test immediately is the wheels. They are incredibly smooth. They're also surprisingly quiet. Okay, I'm gonna put my mic right here. You can barely hear that. Let me put this on my freaking desk. You can barely hear that. Seriously? Same goes for the creator series that they sent to me. It's one of the first things that immediately stood out to me. It's freaking quiet. Dragging it through the airport, getting to and from different terrains, it stays silent. Now let's talk about the build quality. The shell for this Voyageur is made out of German engineered polycarbonate, which is designed to be lightweight while still handling impacts well. It has just enough flex that it feels durable without feeling flimsy. Obviously, I'm not about to throw this thing down a flight of stairs or throw it at my back wall or anything, but my initial impression is that the construction feels really solid. There are a lot of little details that stand out. YKK zippers, a built-in TSA lock, nice telescoping handles, premium fit and finish, clean minimalistic design. These are all small things individually, but together they make this feel like a premium travel product. Now, because this is a first impressions video, there are still a few things I really want to test. I want to see how it handles a fully packed travel day. I want to see how the shell holds up after baggage claim. I want to see how these wheels perform over different surfaces. And most importantly, I want to see if that flat interior really does make packing easier over multiple trips. Spoiler alert, I did a review video on how I packed my last bag. It passes the test. So right out the box, I am genuinely impressed. I can already tell the flat interior is going to be one of my favorite features, along with the smooth wheels. The organization looks well thought out. The overall build quality feels premium. But these are still just first impression. The real test starts once I actually put this to real world use. From then, I'll be able to see if this will replace my creator version, or I may just have to give this to the wife. If you'd like to check out the Level 8 Voyageur for yourself, I'll leave a link down in the description of this video. Also, let me know in the comments, what would you want me to test during my long-term review? Airport durability, packing capacity, wheel performance. Drop your questions and thoughts down below. I'll be sure to cover them after I've had a chance to travel with this luggage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Walk back.